and the EP you have coming out soon is Peach Moon.
Yes.
And where did this? Have you always played live instruments? Because it's never part of your act before.
Right. Actually, my pianist in my band, Murph, taught me to play keys, and I've been performing with my band for quite some time now. So, this whole project came about Peach Moon with me performing with my band so much, and my love for the keys. Honestly, after my last album, my 5th album, I kind of lost my love for music, just listening to radio.
From dusk till dawn.
After dusk till dawn. I started to, kind of lose a little of my love that I have for music, because it has become so political, and my love for music came back when I was introduced to the keys and performing with my band, and I realized that music is much more deep than what you hear on the radio. You will hear the same 20 songs on the radio, and the majority of them being 17, 18 songs being rap songs. As an R&B artist that loves real music and loves to sing, you would hear that, and it would kind of hurt your feelings, and it would kind of be a sign of discouragement. But by being introduced to the keys and being introduced back to real music, it made me want to go back to love, which is the first single that I'm putting out on the Peach Moon EP.
Yes, round of applause. Very grown and sexy song.
Yes.
Live instrumentation. Now, as you were saying, Bobby, you've stuck to R&B through all of these new genres that have popped up and come and gone. And I wanted to ask you, Chris Brown, as an example, gave an interview on the red carpet at the last Grammys, and he said he sees music moving back to R&B, including himself. How does it feel when you've been doing R&B the whole time?
It feels good. Somebody like Chris Brown is definitely of a high caliber, and he can do whatever type of music he wants to do. But for him, people like him, Justin Timberlake, Usher, and people that are on the top of the food chain in R&B, for them to really give back to R&B and really do R&B, it really feels good as somebody myself who loves R&B.
And it drives you also?
It definitely drives you. It's competitiveness. It's very competitive anyway in anything you do. Any job you have, it's always competition. So when the competition is at that high of a level, you definitely want to make it and see yourself at that level. So it's all good, and I really commend cats like him, Miguel, Dwelle, Eric Roberson, Music Soul Child. All these people that really make really soul music. I really want to be one of those cats, and I feel like my last 5 albums, I've given people enough of contemporary R&B that now it's time for me to really give some real music.
Right. So your music is undeniable. Obviously, you've been. How many fans of 90s R&B are there here? Right.
Yeah.
How many? You know Bobby V's been around since Mista.
Yes.
Blackberry Molasses.
Blackberry Molasses.
I was gonna ask him to sing this.
One of the things that never change. You gotta keep pushing on. The sun don't rain all the time. There's gonna be some heartache and pain.
Oh, I got goosebumps. Woo!
Yeah.
Listen, you were a teenager when that came out.
Yes.
And that was pretty serious subject matter at the time.
And I didn't know what we was talking about, honestly. But as I got older, I realized, it was about the struggle and, the struggle of people in everyday lives. And really, Peach Moon, this whole project, is the same as the project that I was doing as a youth. It's all about, back to love and never give up on love, never give up on yourself. Just a lot of hope music and good music that you can feel in your soul. Because, life always has up and downs, and it's all about, weathering the storm. And that's what the album is all
now,
about.
speaking of weathering the storm, very quickly, you make blog headlines here and there.
Okay.
Now, what happened with this sex tape?
Oh, man.
Let's go straight to it, because you got to get a flight. So look at the girls in the front row. They're like, yeah, tell us what happened.
Well, it was. I think the girl, she explained it where she got it out of my computer. She was mad at me because I wasn't talking to her, and she got the sex tape, and I told her I was gonna sue her. She put it out because that's not who I am, and that's not what I stand for. I don't stand for trying to make some type of gimmick
in
for
public,
my music.
right.
Yeah. I don't stand for that. So that's not really the look that I'm going for. So I made sure that, you know, I put on paperwork and all type of stuff like don't put that out, or, you know, I will sue you and your whole family, because, you know, I come from a good background, mother, father, very, you know, church oriented. You know, believe in God, believe in blessings, and you know, that's not really the look that I want to put out there, because that's not me. That's a private thing, and you know, so I talked to her about it, and you know, unless it gets out, hopefully it won't. I don't think it will though.
Well, her name was Kelly Bundy. That was the funniest part to me.
Yeah. So, you know, that was a situation. I mean, we all, you know, that's not really a cool situation. Don't film yourself doing lewd acts, people.
And now that Instagram has video, be careful.
Watch it.
You know, but speaking of that, does that life get tiring though? Because you were just in Love and Hip Hop in Atlanta, in a scene with Benzino, throwing money on girls and Bobby, you know, You've been, like we said, in the industry from a very young age. When is Bobby V gonna settle down? When does that life get tiring?
When Boss Lady gives me a chance.
Oh. Next question. You're gonna have to sing Blackberry Molasses every day.
Blackberry Molasses.
So, how do you deal with that negativity though? We live in an age where nowadays everyone feels free to say whatever the heck they want. They feel like they have access to you. They feel like they're your personal friends almost.
Right.
And how do you develop that tough skin?
I mean, when I first came out, you know, I would read comments and negative things said about me, and you know, I would get very angry and sad and hurt, because a lot of times people don't know the struggle that you go through, you know, as an artist. Like I said, it's an up and down road constantly. It's a lot of grinding, it's a lot of hard work, especially being an independent artist like myself.
Which you are now with your label, Blue Collar Records.
Blue Collar Dreams, yes. I put my last 3 albums out independently, and you know, it's been a blessing.
Yes.
The Peach Moon project will be out via iTunes, the EP. So
do we have a date for that?
I'm gonna say July right now, but I really want to make sure that, you know, we create the proper buzz before putting it out.
And most definitely get the new single Back to Love.
Get the new single going, and so that people will know that this single is not just, you know, a single from Bobby V, but this is a single that, you know, shows what the whole EP is about, which will eventually turn into a Peach Moon album.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah.
I love the direction that you're heading in. I think it's very age appropriate, very grown and sexy.
Right.
And I know you have a flight to catch, but let's just take 2 questions, because I know you wanted to talk to your fans quickly.
Yes.
So anybody has a question for Bobby V? Anybody real quick? Oh, that's a Team Bobby V t-shirt.
Team Bobby V in the building.
Out here.
That's my people right there.
Okay, at the back, young lady, can someone in the blue?
Miss Lady with the red
Miss
on?
Lady, yes.
Yeah, do your dance.
Hi.
Hey.
Show was great.
Thank you.
I think everybody probably wants to know, you're going on tour, you said in Montreal.
Well, today I have a show in Montreal.
When are you coming back to the States? When are you going to come back? Where else can we see you?
You know, hopefully I'll be doing a Music Matters BET soon. Shout out to Reggie he's a VP at BET, and he's gonna put me on this Music Matters tour. And you know, so I can really showcase what I'm doing right now, you know.
Yeah, shout because out a lot to BET for believing in you.
Yes, always giving me a shot. Because it is a new Bobby V, you know, and I'm really trying to, you know, I work hard. I have a piano at my house and I practice every day, and I just want to give people real music and let people see, you know, the progression of Bobby V. I'm not the Bobby V of old. I'm trying to catch up mentally with this new music that I'm doing. I'm trying to catch up there mentally as well, you know, because with this new music definitely comes a new mind state and a new thought process. So I'm excited about where the music is going. So hopefully real soon you'll be seeing me on tour doing some big things.
Where can she find you online for information?
Online, you can find me at Bobby V, Instagram Bobby V1, Facebook Bobby V Music. And, you know, iTunes, you can get all 5 albums. I guarantee you'll love all contemporary R&B albums. But I'm definitely moving to a new direction in my career. You know, I just feel like I've given the people so much R&B, contemporary R&B music, that it's time that I progress and go to the next level. And that's what Peach Moon is all about.
I am since a teenager.
Yes.
And to be at this point in your career, excuse me, where you're moving in different directions. You're touring the world. Your music has been incredible from day one. So can everyone please make sure you get the Back to Love single on iTunes right now. Look out for Peach Moon, it's coming soon.
Yes.
And a very warm round of applause for Bobby V.
Before I go, I want to do, I don't know how much I got time to do a couple more songs. I want to do some more songs because you guys, thank you, Boss Lady. Y'all give it up for Boss Lady. She's looking hot today. Woo!
He told me I look like a Kardashian. I was like, I don't know about that.
But you was happy about it. Yeah. Woohoo! Let's go, man. Let's get into the song. You know who we are, 'cause we give them all.